Welcome back to Wayne's World of Gaming, where we talk, play and collect everything PlayStation. Now, we got to some car boots this week. I'm not going to lie and say it was amazing. I didn't get any footage, just this little bit here. But I don't know, it was really busy and I just wasn't in the mood for filming. I had the children with me. It was just hard work, so I didn't get any footage. But we did get some pickups, so I'm just going to run through them. So the first car boot wasn't a massive hit, but I picked up this Xbox One controller. It is the Power A, is it? And it's a wired version. So I said to the guy, he's only a young lad, maybe 18, 19, how much? He wanted £1.50. So I was like, I'll take a chance on that. I've checked it out and it should trade in for £12, providing it's working. So that is a good pickup. He also he said, well, if you're having the controller, do you want a headset? It's a Turtle Beach headset. Really good nick, actually. He said, I'll do them both for £2.50. So I was over the moon with that. All the wires are tangled up. But yeah, it's really good condition. I've had a look. This is the Air Force Recon. Now, there's two versions of the Air Force Recon. I can't remember. They're two different numbers. I think like one's a 50 and one's a 70. I don't know what this is. It doesn't say the number on it. Basically, there's a difference in trading. If this is the 50, I believe it is, or whatever the lower number is, it's a £6 trade-in. If it's the higher one, it's a £13 trade-in. So fingers crossed it's the higher one. Probably won't be, knowing my luck. But £6 and £12, that's £18 from £2.50 spent. So I'm going to take these to CEX shortly, and fingers crossed we get a good trade-in in that. And then there was a funny story. We got in there, the car boot started at 7:30. We got in about 20 to 8. I said, right, kids, we're going to miss the front row because everyone's going to hit down there. We'll start in the second row and we'll do the front row last. Wish I didn't, because we went around, I got those bits. There was nothing else. The kids picked up a few things. And then we went in the front row last. And there's a woman, she had a couple of PS4 games. So I saw Doom. I haven't got Doom on the PS4. How much do you want for it? £2. So I was like, yeah, I'll have that. I'm going to keep that for my collection. So I said, yeah, I'll have that. She said, oh, you missed it. She said, I had loads of games here and someone, there was loads of people here and they just annihilated the game. So I was like, oh, why didn't I go down the first row? I was trying to be cocky or, plan, but it didn't work out. It doesn't always work out. But anyway, that's Doom for the collection for £2. £4 in CEX, so we got it half price. And then we went to another car boot. Now, at this car boot, there wasn't a great deal there, but I saw a guy, he had a load of games, PS2 and PS3. I said, how much are your games? PS2 are £1, PS3 are £2. I was like, right, okay, I'll have a look through. So, look through I did. I got this little stack off him. So, I've got Call of Duty's Black Ops 2 Steelbook. The only reason I picked that up was because it was a Steelbook. I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty. I did notice afterwards, though, there's no disc in it. So that was a bit of a pain. But it is what it is. We got Black on PS2 for £1. That used to be a cheap game. It's a £5 in CEX now. Quake 3 Revolution for £1. Jack 3 for £1. Gran Turismo 3 for £1. Kung Fu Panda on PS3 for £5. The Cursed Crusade, what am I on about for a £5? £2. Cursed Crusade, £2. Jericho, £2. These are all £2, so I'll stop saying £2. Avatar, Overlord, Alien Colonial Marines, Motorstorm, Army of Two. Is this the second one? Army of Two, 40 Day. Call of Juarez, or whatever it's called, Bound in Blood. Spider-Man 3. Red Dead Revolver, now that was £1. And Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So, what am I going to do with these? Am I going to keep some? Am I going to trade some? Of course I am. So, I have literally only traded in 3 of those games. But I need that. I have the platinum, so I'm going to keep that. I recently got Jack and Daxter, so I got Jack 3. I haven't got Quake, so I'm keeping that. I've always wanted to play Black because I've heard it's amazing, so I'm keeping that for £1. Keeping that. Keeping that. Keeping that. Keeping that. keeping that, keeping that, keeping that. Now, these two I'm unsure of because these were £2 each. That is an £8 trade-in, and that is a £5 trade-in. That's where I got the £5 from, but I may just hang on to them, so they're going to stay in my keep pile. I'm going to hang on to them just for a while and maybe trade them in down the line. I don't know. Don't really see the need. So basically what I've decided to do this week, I'm doing something a bit different. I'm also keeping the steelbook. Doing something a bit different. So I'm trading in that. That's a £2 trade-in. That is a £4 trade-in because I've already got that. And this, I got the collector's edition, so I'm not keeping this. But this is a £10 trade-in. And I don't know if you noticed, but my collector's edition had a crappy manual I showed you. So I have swapped the manual out. So I've got a nice, fresh manual. All these games are in amazing condition. There's no scratches. They're well looked after. So that is a £10 trade-in. So we have got £16 trade-in there. And we've got our trade-in for the other bits. These. So as fate would work out, I spent a total of £31.50. And just trading those 3 games in, the headset and controller, I should get £36 back. So that's a £4.50 profit. And then I get to keep 15 games. So to me, that's a win. I know I'm not making loads of money on a voucher, but I'm basically getting all my money back and then a little bit. And then I'm getting 15 games for free. So that is a good week to me. If I can get 15 games for free, I'm over the moon. And like I said, 2 of those I could trade. Most of them are pounds, £2. But 2 of those I could trade in for an extra 13 if I wanted. So we would have been close to a £50 voucher if I wanted to. But I'm keeping them. So that's that. I'm going to hit CEX up now. We're going to try and trade them in. There's a few bits I tried to trade in before, the controllers and stuff as well, that didn't go. A couple of games I said were 2 scratch, which I don't think they are. I'm hitting up a different CEX because they're a bit more lenient with the scratches in that one. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to hit them up now. I'll let you know how we get on. So I thought I'd try a voiceover at my local CEX because Jordan from Wild Game Hunting has requested one. So see how this goes. But they had Shattered Memories, the British version, which is the expensive one, but it was missing the manual. X-Men on the Mega Drive and Smash Brothers for the N64, which I thought were pretty cool titles to have. PlayStation was a hell of a lot of platinums, but they did have a copy of Klonoa, which is well out of my price range. Jade Cocoon is definitely on my list though, so I will be picking that up at some point. I think next time I'm there, I'm just going to check if it's got a manual and stuff. I was very tempted to get this Capcom versus SNK 2, but the case is a bit trashed. But if that's there when I go next time, I will probably pick that up and just do a case swap. What I want. I'm really liking these fighters at the moment, so I'm collecting quite a few of those. And then we're just looking through the PlayStation 2 section. A lot of fodder. You've got your God of War and God of War 2 there, but most of it is just the usual that you see every single day. They do have Need for Speed Most Wanted and Most Wanted 2 and Carbon. Carbon's obviously not as sought after, but it's there. Like the look of this. I like the anime games as well. Don't know anything about that, so if anyone knows about that game, hit me up in the comments if I should have picked it up. I was going to get this copy of Ridge Racer 5, but if you can see, the case is broke on the back and it's actually ripped the insert, so I left that one there. It's not a hard game to come by, so I'll get that again at some point. They did have Tekken Tag Tournament, which I still need. I still haven't got a copy of that, but it is the Platinum version. And then I was just having a quick look at the Transformers games, because I know on the PlayStation 3 there's a couple of them that are getting up there in price, but these were quite reasonable. I don't actually own any Transformer games, so we've got the Warriors there. I think that's gone down. I'm sure that was £15 before. And then X-Men. It's just something about Marvel and that universe I love. And like I said, I do like movie tie-ins. And then Zone of the Enders. Let me know if any of you have played Zone of the Enders. I love the artwork on this game. I don't actually own it. I played it many, many years ago, but I don't own it. And then Transformers on the PS3 there, £5. Now this one is a lot more expensive, £22. and Tomb Raider HD collection. I should have got that. I wish I picked that up. When I go back there, if that's still there, I will definitely be grabbing that. Now right by here, I don't know what the hell I was doing with the camera. I think I must have had a few too many sherbets or something, because it's all over the shop. I think I was picking up a game. This one here, Angry Birds Star Wars. Looked a bit of fun. I don't know if it plays like the games on the phone or not, but and Devil May Cry HD collection. I don't actually have this in the collection, so that was worth a pickup. And then again, these fighters. Look at the art style on these. They're just class. Tekken, Street Fighter X Tekken, and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I'm back from CEX. It was a little bit hit and miss, I'm not going to lie. So the controller, they tested it. The analog stick, when you pressed up, it wasn't responding, so they couldn't take that. And the headset, he typed it all in. I was going to get a voucher, but then all of a sudden, we don't accept this item anymore. We sell it, we just don't accept it. So I made the argument. I seen it on the app, but there's different models. There's 3 different types of these headsets apparently, and the one I had, they don't accept. Typical. So that's that. They accepted all the games, the 3 games, but I also took the games I took to Cambran store last week, and they accepted pretty much all of them. They accepted Wii Sports, so I got a £5 for that. They accepted the 2 Fallout 3s, Fallout New Vegases, so I got £8 for them, and there was something else, whatever. I come out there with a £39 voucher, so I'm relatively happy with that. I'm going to sell the controller spares and repairs on eBay, and I am also going to sell the headset on eBay. So while I was in there, I made a few pickups. I picked up Street Fighter X Tekken, Devil May Cry, the trilogy, it's the HD collection. I got Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I need this, so I want to try and get all the Marvel vs. Capcoms. I got 1, and now I've got 3, and I also picked up Infinite. So we're getting there. The disc is loose in there. What are they playing at? And then I got some lower end stuff. I just seen it, and I thought it was cool. I haven't got it, so I got X-Men, the official game. What's X-Men 3? No? Right, okay, that's weird. It says X-Men 3 on there, but it is actually just X-Men. Okay, I got Transformers, the game, and I just got Transformers. And then I also got Zone of the Enders. Now, I don't know if any of you played this. I used to love this. Some really good cinematics in this, proper anime style, so I picked that up. Konami can't really do much wrong in my eyes. Big Silent Hill fan, big Metal Gear fan. Love all the other stuff they make, so yeah, I love a bit of Konami action. And then leaving there, pop to Asda's. I always go to Asda's to see what offers they have on games, and I came across this. Now I know you're thinking, why the hell did you buy that? Well, this is £21 in Asda's to buy. It's also £21 on the PS5. Trade-in at the moment on this is 30 quid. PS5 is only 20, so it wasn't worth doing. You'd lose £1. But this, you got a £9 profit in that. So I grabbed 3 copies, took it to the till. They only had 2 in stock. So I got £18 profit on a voucher there. And I know there's the argument of, what, you're spending £21 cash to get a £30 voucher. You know, you're basically exchanging cash for vouchers. I spend a lot of my own money on games, actual cash. All these ones I bought today, I didn't spend any of my voucher. These are all cash out my bank. So if I'm going to buy a game or several games and I'm going to spend 60 quid, if I can do something like that, which means the 60 quid I'm going to be spending is now reduced to £42, I've saved myself £18, haven't I? So that's the reason I've done that. I know it's not big numbers, and that's that. Also turned up in the post, I'm going to have a play about with this. I'll probably record it just to see what it's the 8-bit do. This is a little adapter for my PlayStation, and that is going to allow me, fingers crossed, to use my PS5 or PS4 controller on my PS1 and my PlayStation 2. So I'm going to try that out later and set it up and show you how that works out. But fingers crossed, because that'll be ace. That's bringing my consoles up to the 21st century, and I am going to wire, because sometimes I stream off my PS2 as well, and it can be a pain. you know, I've got, when I do it off my PS2, I've got to use a capture card and my laptop, and also I've got a laptop. I've got leads running everywhere. The lead of the controller, I've got to use wired headset. Just to save one lead, that means the world to me, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, fingers crossed that's going to work. We will play about with that in a sec. And one last thing I forgot to mention, while I was at the car boot, I left this in the van. I completely forgot about it until I went out today. And I noticed it. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to show that. I got this. A Guitar Hero guitar off the Xbox One. Hero Power. Now, the story with this was, I seen it. A guy asked how much it was. They wanted £4 for it. So I was like, never bought one before, never tried to sell one. Don't know what I'm doing. I was like, oh, we'll see. So I carried on around the car boot sale. I was on eBay and all that. It doesn't trade in for anything, and I don't think it will anyway because it doesn't have the dongle. So I had a look on eBay and whatnot. If it had the dongle, I could probably get 30 to 40 quid for this. It doesn't. Some have sold for 20 quid, mind, without the dongle, but on average, I think I'm going to be looking around 10 to 15 quid for this. I went over back there, I had a look, how much do you want for it, mate? Because I'd done that little bit of research, he said £4. I said, well, has it got the dongle? It doesn't need a dongle. I said, it does need a dongle, mate. But he said, no, it doesn't have a dongle. Would you do, he said, we could do it for two for you, basically, he said. So he said, if it needs a dongle, he said, we'll do it for two and you can take a chance on it. So, sorry, I'm just checking out the battery connections. They're all fine, not corroded and stuff. So he said, beans haven't got the dongle, we'll sell it for two if you like. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a chance on that for £2. So, fingers crossed, I'm going to stick it on eBay for 20 quid. I can always drop the price or whatever and go from there. I'll stick it on Vinted as well. And we'll see how we get on with this little beauty, because I've never sold one before. So we shall see how we get on.
Party time, excellent! Okay. Right, excellent.
So yeah, that's going on the eBay pile. Now, if you want to support the channel so I can keep producing videos and getting content out to you guys, if you really like this content, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for me, and also consider becoming a channel member and joining Wayne's Wolfpack. Currently 2 members. Shout out to Ed209 and JRC Electrical. Keeping it strong. It's a 3-man Wolfpack. Come and join in. We have now got a Discord set up as well for some chat games, chat collecting, chat whatever you want to chat about, and it's going to be awesome. So you can support the channel for as little as 99p a month. Join the Wolfpack, get the link to the Discord, and I'll see you all there. So excuse the poor lighting and the cable management system, but it is what it is, unfortunately, until we move house. So apparently I should just be able to pair that to that. It's vibrated, so I'm assuming we are paired up. We'll give that a go now. Right, so let's test this puppy out. Start button works, X works. No Family Guy data present on the memory card. Yes. I've never actually played this game, so I'm quite excited about this. This is unreal. This is the future. Why have I never done this? I'm just going to skip for a sec. I'm not going to play it now. I'm just doing a test on this, really, just to make sure.
Oh, marvellous. I see you stopped touching yourself long enough to learn how to play this thing.
Correct.
Let's get on with it.
Okay. I can't believe this is actually working.
Too high for you? Try hitting the jump button again when you're at the top of the first jump, genius.
Okay, Stewie, calm down, mate.
See that? It means you can activate this object by pushing the button, dumbass.
What object? This? Nice.
My boyfriend, Prince William, got me this beautiful watch.
Oh, shut up, Meg.
I'm not a boy!
You hear yourself talk? I might kill you tonight.
God, the graphics are the best today. Jeez.
Guess what word I'm thinking of right now? And it's not kitty.
Evil monkeys in the closet. That's
Guess
class.
the word. But it's not kitty.
Is it Kitty?
Get out of my head!
Evil, evil monkey.
I must find enough power-ups to charge my ray gun. And then, Bertram, as First Lady of the American stage Helen Hayes once said, I'm going to kill you.
Right, anyway, I'm leaving it there. That is ace. Absolutely love that. So there we are. Using that PS5 controller on the PS2 is absolutely out of this world. It feels wrong, but so right at the same time. Basically, to me, the DualSense Edge is the most comfortable controller ever made. Obviously, I've not tried all the Xbox ones and whatnot, but the DualSense Edge fits so perfectly in your hands. So to be able to use that on my PS2 now and my PS1, absolutely ace. I've had a little arrangement in the games room, so I'm just going to show you that quickly and get on to some parcels. Now, a few months ago, I had to have a massive move around, if you remember, because we were storing the baby clothes. So I have now, we're not using these Kallax units for the baby clothes anymore, so I've decided to make it my PS3 area and stuff. So right behind me here is my PS1s. I do have a couple of PSP and Vita there, some demos and whatnot down there. And then this, I just still got some of my Pokemon stuff left, and then some accessories. So I've got a boxed PSP in there, white one. Some controllers here, that's the anniversary one. Sealed Hogwarts, sealed God of War. And then we've got some sealed controllers and whatnot for the PS3. And then we have got the same for the PS2. And then obviously PS1 and original PlayStation. I've then got this set up for my PS2 games at the moment. Like I said, this will all change. I've got my PlayStation bag down there in the corner as well. So having stuff where to put it at the minute until we move house. And these are just bits and bobs I've picked up. Laura got me that as a present, and then we've got just some bits that I love. I've got my Gizmo. That is actually my Gizmo. I don't know if you can see him at the back from when I was a kid. We've got some Ghostbuster toys. These aren't my originals, but these are ones I had as a kid, so I seen them, I had to buy them. We've got Woody and Jesse, Bart Simpson for life. And then this is kind of like my little Nintendo-y bit, as you can see by the sign. We've got the box NES behind there, a load of Switch controllers. I was going to sell them when I sold all my consoles, but I just didn't have the heart to do it. Laura also got me that as well for my birthday last year. And we've got the collector's edition of Tears of the Kingdom and then Breath of the Wild there. Then I've got a Sega label on here, but it isn't really Sega, I suppose. The only thing on there that's Sega is the bloody Game Gear. But we've still got all those hook cards, collectible cards with the bubble gum in, still sealed. We've got Buzz Lightyear to complete that, not duo, what would I call it? Triplets? I don't bloody know. A couple of Game & Watches there. Phone from my youth. It's not the actual one, but I seen it at the car boot. This brings back so many memories. I still need to find a charger so I can play Snake. But yeah, I seen that for a car boot sale, and he said make me an offer, and I said, like, I can't remember if it was £1 or 50p. It might have even been 20p. It was super cheap. I couldn't leave it there. And then we just got some Game Boy stuff. That's obviously a Game Boy. I've got a Game Boy cup that changes colour, Game Boy keyring. a light, and then a Game Boy money box. So then the biggest change was this. I've managed to display some of my big box stuff now. So we've got Duke Nukem Forever, Mass Effect 3, the Tomb Raider I picked up recently, another Lara Croft. We've got Metal Gear Solid 4 with a hand, and then my 2 God of War. It's hard with the light here. God of War Ascension Collector's Edition and Pandora's Box. I then started to span out my PS3 collection, and then down here is PS4 and PS5. Do have some junk. These are all manuals and gaming magazines. These are all the controller holders that Rick has made me. I still haven't got around to using them because we still haven't moved. And then these are all the different controllers I've got for. They're all PS2 and 3, I believe, and they're all 1s. And then these are the parcels we've got to open. So we're going to get into them now and see what goodies we got. And guess what? This week I'm actually prepared. I'm never usually prepared, but some of these I have already opened because of the Vintage Mafia. They're like, can you confirm? Can you confirm? I need the money. So I have had to open a few. We'll do those first. So this is actually an eBay order. Spider-Man friend or foe. I don't know if you remember, but mine didn't have a manual. So we have now got a full, complete copy. It's a good disc actually in there as well. So that is our friend or foe for the PS2. And then next, I think I know what this one is. This is where I made the absolute balls up. We've got a friend or foe manual. A couple of people in the comments said to do a giveaway, so I will be giving away in a future video this copy or the other copy of friend or foe. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Sorry, I got a bit of indigestion there. Right, now what have we got here? Like I said, I say I opened them. I literally just peeled it back, looked just to see what game it was, and confirmed. So I've confirmed these orders without actually being looked at. We have got Naughty Bear on the PS3. Now, I've wanted this for a little while. I wasn't in any rush, but I've heard that it might be having a price increase. So, yeah. Thought I'd get it now before it does. So, Naughty Bear. South Park, The Stick of Truth. I want to get all the South Park games, I've said before. I still need Fractured Butthole and Chef's Love Shack on a PS1. The main reason I opened this one was I recently played this. I had a digital download on the PS4. So I played it and completed it. And I wanted to open it just so I could take a photo for my Instagram and YouTube. Because I'm showing everyone what games I'm finishing this year. So, yeah, that was the main reason I opened that. Like, see, as I say, I opened these. That is literally as far as I opened it. Just to peek inside so I could see what it was. Little Big Planet 3. That was getting quite hard to find. That was in CEX and stuff. So, unless I ordered it online, but I didn't want to pay the £3 postage when I could get it cheaper. And it was cheaper on Vinted with the postage than it was getting it from CEX with the postage. So that is all of the Little Big Planets now complete. And this is a nice tasty size one, isn't it? For a little game by the look of it. And what is this? Aha. We have The Godfather 2 on PS2. Now, you noticed recently I picked up The Godfather from Del Boys, the Steelbook. I have to complete sets. I can't leave sets dormant. I can't have one title and not the others. Obviously, some sets are taking longer, but they will all get completed. I promise you that. Now, these are the ones I haven't opened. I've got a banger in here as well, a PS2 banger, which I'm going to save for last. Quite a heavy hitter, well, for me anyway. So I'm saving that one till last. We have got Bayonetta. Now, I've never played this. Oh, that disc is absolutely immaculate. I didn't say mint. But I don't know, there's something about it. It really intrigued me, and I thought that looks like my kind of game. So I'll put some gameplay up. But yeah, Bayonetta. Finally got round to buying that. This one's fragile, so God knows what this is. Oh, it's a steelbook. What steelbook did I buy? Oh, yeah. GTA 5 Steelbook. I forgot I ordered that. Complete with map. Not really a manual. But I got manuals. Really nice disc as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's neat. I do like a Steelbook. That was a £5, so I was like, well, I seen it on Vinted. There is a little scratch by there. Well, there's two actually. One above his head there, and one up in the corner. There's probably a couple on here, but it is what it is. I'm well happy with that. I do like a Steelbook. Like I said, I seen it on Vinted for a £5. I couldn't leave it there for a £5. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bank account. What's this one? Oh, this I've seen. I've never seen the game before, but I just love the cover, so I picked it up. I'll see if I can get some gameplay of this as well, because I don't know anything about this game, and that is the Angry Birds trilogy. Yeah, I just love that cover art. I just thought it was cool. I used to like a bit of Angry Birds on my phone many moons ago. I haven't watched the movie, but yeah, pretty sweet. Bit weird packaging, isn't it? What is this from? Space. Looks like I'm gonna have powdered food now from a space station or something. Oh, this is not a heavy hitter as such, but by Joe is it hard to get hold of. CEX have never got this in stock, and I noticed it was 22 quid in CEX. It's around 50 on eBay. Some are even selling it as high as 75, which I don't think I'll ever sell. But yeah, it's around 50. I was waiting out for a CEX copy. I think I told you in the last video, I put it in my basket and then it just disappeared. Someone had bought it. So that day I was like, do you know what? I am actively going to try and find a copy. I managed to get this one for 32 quid. And that is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. Now, this is the only Fallout game on PS2. It looks in pretty good nick, actually. It's complete. I just looked at the disc and it's pretty damn clean. No scratches or anything. So I'm happy with that. There's another one ticked off a list. So all I need now is New Vegas, and I have got every Fallout game. But yeah, it's quite hard to come by, that is, for a reasonable price. And I've noticed the CEX has actually put it up now. Obviously, Fallout, as games have risen, that's gone from 22. It's either 32 or 30. Don't quote me on it, but I think it is 32 quid. So yeah, I'm glad I got that when I did, in case that goes up again. It's quite hard to get, man. Quite hard to get. What the hell is this? Right, so Jordan from Wild Game Hunting and Rob, Retro Rob, they recommended I play Sifu. I've never played Sifu. So I thought I'm going to get it. It's 20 quid in CX. I managed to get this off Vinted. This was 18, I believe. And it is the Vengeance edition. So you get some really cool stuff. So you get some postcards. And an extra one there. An art book, which you know I love my art books, and it's in a steel case. A steel book, I should say. Disc is like brand new. Didn't say mint again. So yeah, that is pretty sick. But they both said it was a good game, so I took their word for it. So if it sucks, I'm blaming them too, and they owe me 20 quid between them. Well, 18. But yeah, that is really good condition. Nice to pick up a PS5 game as well, because I don't pick up many. Like, I don't know if you noticed in my collection earlier, I'm about 20 games maybe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, I've only got 16, well, 17 now. So my PS5 collection is quite small. So yeah, it's nice to pick one of those up for a change. Don't know what this is, and it's got an 18 certificate on the actual packet. So, very intriguing. Controversial, some may say. No, it's pink. It's Got another one of these space food ones again. It's been reused though because it's got someone else's sticker. It hasn't got their address, but there is a sticker. What is this? What is this? Predator, Concrete Jungle. Had to get it. Wanted to get it for a while. Check that disc out. Really good neck, no scratches, just what we want. Now I got quite a deal on this. There was one for sale. This is £12 in CEX. It's a little bit crinkled, the manual, but it'll do. It's 12 quid in CEX. I seen one for sale on Vinted. They wanted £12 as well. I made them a cheeky offer of 8. They come back to me and said 10 is the lowest they'll go, and that's a really good price. So I was like, nah, okay, I'll think about it. And I seen someone selling one for 6, so I jumped straight on it. Jumped on it like a car bonnet. Predator, love that film. I love all the films. The series of films, absolutely outstanding. This is the penultimate one before we get to the heavy hitter. And I think I know what this one is because this got delivered today and I had a notification. Hey! I've been hitting PS2 quite hard recently, and that is Batman Vengeance. I love the art style of this. The game looks pretty fun as well. I hope it's better than Batman of the Future on PS1 because I really didn't like that game. But yeah, Batman Vengeance. So pretty happy with that. And now we have the heavy hitter of the day. Been after this a while. I've fallen short a few times. I haven't had the money sometimes. Just one of them games. Just not the highest priced game on a PlayStation 2. Don't get me wrong. It's far from it. There are many games higher. I've got games that are worth more than this. But it's quite hard to come by. So I was out of stock in CEX. And I just thought, right, I'm going to bite the bullet and buy it off eBay. Which I did. And that game is Manhunt 2.
Tonight for parents.
The controversial video game is hitting stores.
Child advocates want you to know about a graphic
and gruesome video games ever produced for a mass market.
takes gaming violence to a whole new level.
Effectively banned in 2 countries, given adults only.
Should we parents be worried for real? We should be
Ripping people's heads off and blood is
some of the most horrific, senselessly violent stuff you've ever seen.
violent. It's been banned in Britain. In fact,
callous, bleak, and full of
You
unbelievable
are over
violence.
your victim, plunging the knife into the victim as you play the game.
Act out murder, stabbing, even torture and strangulation.
Axe killings, mutilations, even castration from a pair of pliers. Yikes.
and why anyone would want to play that creepy, disturbing game is beyond me, but
Now, I've never played it. I've always wanted to. Wasn't allowed it as a kid, so now's my time to shine. May actually do a live stream of playing this. This is probably the most violent video game in gaming history, and it's heavily censored. They couldn't get it to be sold in the UK or anything like that. They didn't even attempt to get it sold in Australia because it was banned in Germany, banned in Italy. There was a few countries it was banned in. They even banned it in the US, which they had to do some censorship, which got it into the US. They got it banned in the UK. They censored it for the UK, and they still said no, which they appealed against, and then they managed to bang it on with an 18 rating. Because Rockstar's argument was, you've got films like Saw and Hostel about what's the difference with a video game. So they did let them get it out in the end, but they did have to heavily censor it. I haven't played it, but apparently a lot of the murder scenes and stuff, they've sped them up slightly. They put like a red filter on it and blurred it slightly, and they've had to cut some animations out and whatnot. So you're not getting the full experience. I do believe you can get the beta version now on online, so that may be worth looking at some point. But one for the collection, Manhunt 2. Wanted to play this for it's got to be close on 20 years. When was this released? 2007, I think. Will it say on here? 2007. Look at that for gaming trivia. So, yeah, this is nearly 20 years old. And that's how long I've wanted to play it. So I'm excited to give this one a go. But that is my heavy hitter of the week. And with that said, folks, that is another week over. A couple more sets complete. We've completed the Manhunt series now. The Godfather series. Closer to the Spider-Man series. We have completed Little Big Planet series. Was there something else I've missed? I do not know. We are getting there. We're banging out these series. We're nearly there with the South Parks. Spider-Man, 2 more games left. Yeah, I think that's it, man. But we are smashing them out. So, we are getting there. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Now, next week, I'm going to get some more carboot So, next week, I'm going to get some better footage at the car boots. I've made a plan. I am not going to be there 10 minutes late or whatever this time because of the queue and all. I am getting there super duper early. Gates open at 7:30. I want to be walking through that gate at 7:30. I want to be first in the queue. It's about a half-hour drive there, so I'm going to be leaving around 6:30, getting there for 7, and just waiting like a madman until they open. Because last week I missed some games off the one lady, and I was tamping, if I'm honest. So, I'm going to try and get some really good footage. It's this Sunday. It'll be on next Sunday's vlog. And until that time, I will see you all again. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne. In his world, PlayStation reigns the same. And he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's Live!